In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing for the podcast.
Just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast.
Mikey, I got a fucking question for you, buddy.
Yeah?
What the fuck happened to the Harlem Shake?
I really want to do the Harlem Shake. I want to bring it back.
Like,
Colo,
just,
coloita. Do the Harlem.
right?
Like-
All of a sudden, just fucking football helmets and shit just appear out of nowhere and
Just
shit.
crazy shit everywhere. It
Yeah,
was fucking
like-
amazing.
Best challenge ever. Now
I
we have that
fucking-
just stupid one where people are putting their legs on shit and just bobbing up and down. It's like, this is not the same thing.
Now,
think I
now
sent-
it's like dee dee dee.
I think I sent my
stupid.
I think I sent my favorite Harlem Shake video to the group text like months ago. And it was just like a camera set up in a room and they start playing and there's just a whole bunch of people walking around and it's like whatever. And then like
Oh, and it breaks into the orgy.
yeah, and it's orgy
Yeah.
and dude's got like a motorcycle helmet on, like standing up, banging the chick, there's a dude on the couch, everything. And I was just like, I'm like, this is the best Harlem Shake video ever.
The Harlem Shake.
Can you imagine if that's how that song actually worked?
Dun, dun.
Like that shit just came on the radio and then fucking just dropped over, just like you were just like, oh shit.
You look around, you're like, what the fuck? You look down, you have no pants on, you're like, oh.
Right? Can you imagine that? Just knowing it's coming when you're just hearing it and you're just like, oh fuck, do I stay or do I go? Do I stay or do I go? Do I stay? Fuck it, I'm staying. And then it's just like, and you're just like, I'm fucking a dude. Like, I don't know how this happened.
Like, son of a bitch, it happened again.
Fuck boys, guess what time it is?
Johnny, what time is it?
Well, it's a little awkward today, but it's time to fucking masturbate, boys.
Yeah, it is time for another Freedom Friends Master Debate. We are the Freedom Friends. I am Mikey, that is Jazz, that is Scott, and that is John. And Scott, you lost some weight.
Yeah, I've been working on it just a little bit.
Yeah. Huh.
Sounds like somebody kicked you in the balls, too.
Well, that happens. That
I
happens.
just want to say the line that we're going to masturbate with John's sister.
I feel like it's going to be a little awkward.
The sultry sounds that are usually Scott Jansen is being filled in by John's sister. It's your birthday, too.
It is, yeah. It is my birthday.
Yeah.
So for your birthday, we've decided that you get to be Scott Jansen for the next half an hour or so.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So,
I will do
fucking-
him justice, hopefully.
Happy birthday.
That guy's been around for like 300 years, so.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
time.
right.
It's like all those old vehicles, the odometer rolls over, you're like, fuck, it's new again.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot of
Exactly.
pressure now.
I'm pretty sure he was Barabbas. I have a theory. That Scott was Barabbas.
I can't wait till
Scott
Scott
strikes me
listens
as
to
more
this.
of a-
He's going to be like, Barabbas. How do you spell that? I need to look this up.
He strikes me as more of a Nero.
Right?
Fucking hell. But it is time for the weekly Master Debate brought to you by the Freedom Friends.
Coming at you, not even fucking close to live from the Warfighter Tobacco Studios in San Antonio, Texas. WarfighterTobacco.com.
Code Freedom Friends scores you a sweet 15% off.
Yes, it does.
That's
But,
right.
Justin,
What
why
you
don't
got
you
for
let
us?
us know what we are masturbating with John's sister about?
Okay, boys.
All right, boys.
All right, boys.
And John's sister. God, I can't wait to title this, and everybody's gonna be like, "No way!"
Can we put like a Pornhub link?
No.
5 million views. And all it is
Just get
fucking
the Pornhub fucking like logo, but it says Freedom Friends.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, we could coordinate this where I was your stepbrother.
Oh, fuck.
Do the Freedom Friends need a Pornhub channel account? Is that what I'm hearing?
Why don't we have one?
Oh, that's a solid question, actually.
I mean, we could put out just regular content on it, right? You don't
That's-
have to be naked.
I think that's true.
Somebody's asshole.
I
mean-
think so.
Yeah.
Why aren't we publishing to Pornhub?
I don't know. Why
I
aren't we?
actually saw a video that a buddy linked to me.
There's your debate
and it
topic.
was-
Should or should we not publish to Pornhub?
that's too fast. It's an instant yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
But
a
my
good
buddy
debate.
sent me a
What's next?
link that was Pizza Boy gets fucked hard by his boss, and it was the news dude from Spider-Man just laughing as pizza dough was getting pounded by fists. But back on track. So we all know that nowadays it's like the age of the snowflake, and it's annoying as fuck because nobody can take a joke.
True.
And as we talked about on the podcast that y'all listened to on Tuesday, Robert Downey Jr. is currently they're attempting to cancel him because of Tropic Thunder.
Blacklist him.
Blacklist him. That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm just
want to
gonna
know.
cancel this human. You're just
You're canceled,
you're
sir.
canceled.
Out of all the politically incorrect movies, TV shows, anything that was politically incorrect that just triggers people, what is something you'd love to bring back in 2020 that is cancel that would be canceled?
That could not exist today.
Yeah, what is something that could not exist today that you thoroughly enjoy?
Song of the South.
Aunt Jemima.
Yeah, that's
The
fuck.
syrup?
I'm so mad about that.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Did
So
you see what they did to Land O'Lakes butter?
Yeah, they took the lady.
They got
off.
rid of the Indian,
Yeah.
kept the land. So fucked up.
yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. You know what? That's a good fucking joke.
I'm sorry, but that was a good fucking
All
joke.
right, there is zero fucking fat on that joke, and I appreciate it. That's fucking nice, dude. That's a
Shit,
good
that shit
fucking
cut
joke.
like a razor. That was amazing.
Bam. Love it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
One thing that could not exist in cancel culture that I would like to see come back. Honestly, just adult darker humor, man. Like you just don't see it anymore. We've gotten so used to pandering, you know, where it's like, oh, there has to be a gay couple. Like I can't watch fucking Star Wars because there's like, you know, I mean, it doesn't bother me obviously, but like there has to be a gay couple in there, or there has to be like interracial, or there has to be like it needs to be more diverse cast and shit. Just make the fucking movie, man. I want to watch a movie. I don't give a shit about all the fucking political undertones and shit. Disney, you're the worst at it.
My problem is
Like,
that
fuck.
my problem with all of this and the forced diversity and everything is that we're only holding that standard here. I don't see them screaming and yelling about. So there's the Hollywood of Asia.
Sure.
It's in India. It's called Bollywood.
Well,
No, that's actually a totally different. That's a totally.
that's a whole
But that's
different
another thing to bring up. But so China has a huge movie industry.
fuck was that?
Scott, could you pull your
Just
shit
fell
together?
off.
Oh God.
China has a huge movie industry. I don't see anybody screaming about the fact that there's not enough fucking white man or black person representation in Chinese fucking.
Fuck, they can only have
Cinema.
one kid because the government says so. You think they have a choice in movies?
I'm just saying, like, it's just.
I want to make an Asian joke so bad, but I'm gonna get canceled.
Wait,
Like,
by the 104 people that listen to this? Like,
they got one actor. Just one.
just one actor. It's just one. It's just Jet Li. It's just Jet Li. It's all the time.
It's Jet Li and Jackie Chan just doing their thing.
And if I put them in the same room, could you tell the difference?
Well, yeah, those two are badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell.
Because the haircut?
No,
Yeah.
Jackie Chan's he's more stocky.
A little bit shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can you understand the words coming out of its mouth?
Wax on, wax off.
You know what? That right there.
That was Japanese, and you're a racist.
There you go. There's my submission. I don't think you could make Rush Hour.
No, there's no fucking way
Now, and that cast was a Chinese dude and a black guy.
Yeah,
I don't think you could make that movie.
yeah.
That was a Chinese dude and a black guy fucking up a white dude.
Yeah.
You could not make that movie.
If they were fucking up a white dude, you probably could these days.
That was that movie, but you couldn't do it. You know why? Because it was a black dude and a Chinese dude making fun of each other for their culture.
It's G14 classified.
Whoa, pulling it out.
Fucking deep cuts.
Yeah.
God damn. Scott, I didn't know you watched modern cinema. I thought you were still in like daguerreotypes and shit.
Scott's to that old.
Our
8mm
listeners are just
snuff
going,
films.
the fuck is a daguerreotype? I don't know how to spell this shit.
Jazz went to film school. He knows history very well.
A daguerreotype is a type of photograph that was taken on a silver plate and developed via a chemical process.
You know what I want to know?
How
You've
the
seen
fuck
pictures.
Jazz knows
Developed
And I know we talked about this
invented by a
before.
guy named Daguerre.
No, you've seen pictures of the first camera.
Yeah.
How the fuck they take that picture?
They did it with the second camera. It's a pretty simple question. You know, like, next. If you made one, you can make two.
The first camera was really a tent. It was a tent with a fucking small hole poked in it that was dark inside, so that they could dance out front, and then it would project upside down.
Yep. It was
on
called
the other
it
side.
was called the camera obscura.
Yep.
And it actually goes back to about 400 AD.
So do you want to bring that back?
What was the Chinese invented it? I think, right?
Actually, no, it came out of the Middle East.
Did it?
Yeah.
It took about 1200 AD.
And it was
until
during
they
the
took out
time.
of
It
the
was
goat.
during the time of the Great Enlightenment when they were actually consolidating knowledge into one position,
Yeah.
and that's where the camera obscura came from.
Nice.
I remember
See
watching
what my
that on-
art degree did?
I learned that on Cosmos.
You know what I want to bring back?
Thanks,
Fucking Neil deGrasse
thanks, Neil
Tyson.
deGrasse Tyson.
Love that motherfucker. Every time he talked, doesn't matter what he says, you can just be like, grape jelly.
Until he was on Rogan.
Grape jelly
Dude.
is the superior jelly.
I
of
know,
all-
me and you actually
Dude,
talked about this.
The Rogan episode that he was on,
So
that was
long.
Dude, he wouldn't shut the fuck up, and even
He
Joe
doesn't.
was like,
yep.
"Fuck."
Yep. You know he's got his own podcast
Yeah,
called Star Talk.
Star Talk. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I want to bring back?
With Chuck Nice.
I want to bring back Polish jokes.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people, like, I'll tell a solid fucking Polish joke.
Can you even
people
call?
are like,
Can you even say Polak anymore?
I don't know. But, like, people are like, I don't get it. Like, well, it's a Polish dude. And they're like, what does that mean?
Why are you?
Like,
why are you assuming that all
yeah.
Polish people are dumb?
Like,
It's that was the joke.
Yeah, the Polacks put screen doors in submarines. Like, why would they do that? Like,
You know, and there's
Like,
history.
it's-
There's history behind those jokes. It's because they attacked the Panzer Division on fucking horseback. Like that's why that
Yeah.
joke started. You know what I mean? Like,
But like, there's so many
So-
people that have no idea.
But my movie submission is Rush Hour. Scott, what do you got?
The Chappelle Show.
Oh shit, she's got a point.
and he got fucking berated
Yeah.
for just being him.
yeah, I don't know. Right now, because Dave has came back so fucking strong with his specials and everything. I think that if the Chappelle Show resurfaced, he could do whatever the fuck he wanted.
I
think they would aken him to like South Park, where South
But they
Park
wouldn't
gets
know,
away with
But
everything.
they wouldn't know what to do with him because they'd be like,
Well, they couldn't control him.
We can't tell him not to because then that's us telling a black guy what he can and can't do.
Yep.
But he's still saying some shit that you're not supposed to say.
Like when he did the very first episode, when he did the black white supremacist,
Yeah.
you couldn't make that episode again. Like that was fucking amazing.
I don't think you could do the time traveling pimps.
Hunky, a racial epithet made popular in the 1970s by a man named
Or-
George Jefferson.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine him trying to do the race draft?
Like when he looked over and he was like his ancestor. He's like, one of these men could be your ancestor. That dude is like, it's the same fucking guy. I was fucking dying. I fucking love this.
Could you imagine him trying to do the race draft?
Yeah, that was funny.
And they're like, in this round, the blacks will take Tiger Woods. He comes out and Tiger Woods is like,
For shizzle.
I've always wanted to say this. For shizzle. Fucking episode was amazing.
But the Asians won because they got the Wu-Tang Clan.
That was a power move.
That was a
Fucking
straight
move.
power
They,
move.
like, the
They got
Asians
the
take
RZA.
the entire Wu-Tang clan. They got the RZA, they got ODB,
Yeah.
like they got everybody.
Rest in peace, ODB. Or Old Dirty Chinese Food Restaurant. That's what they named him after that episode. Yeah. Rest in peace. Told you I was a big fan. That was during my deployment days, man. I watched a lot of Chappelle Show.
Did you see the Cribs episode with ODB?
Not with ODB. No. Oh,
So
yeah.
they did an MTV Cribs of ODB, and this is after Wu-Tang had blown up. Like he had made millions and millions of dollars.
He still lived like a crack house.
And he's still living like a crack house in the middle of nowhere. They show him. He's like, "What up, MTV?" He opens up a screen door that had no screen in it.
It was just,
It was just the frame, and opened it. Didn't
He's
step
like,
through it.
"Welcome to my
swung it
crib."
at her, like, "Welcome to my crib," and walked in. It was like this busted ass couch and shit. I was like,
empty
"God,
40s on the table.
God damn."
That dude lived the life, man.
Chappelle Show's a good pull. So far we got Rush Hour, Chappelle Show, Johnny Boy.
I already said Polish jokes.
That's you're like fuck major media. I want Polish jokes
I
back.
want fucking. That's like no, because it leads to so much more. Like it was literally stifled within the past probably 10, 15 years. Because I remember like when I was a kid, and like I'd hear adults sit telling Polish jokes, and they're they're so simple yet so funny because you can understand where they came from. Like I was fucking 10 years
Would
old.
you say there was like a great cleansing?
Yo,
fucked up. It's so fucked up.
like a final solution, if you will.
But like,
Get that lighter,
but they're
please.
not even like that bad. Like I said, like the screen door in a submarine. You know, like that's literally not hurting anybody.
It's pretty wholesome. Yeah.
It is not, you know, but there's people that they just don't understand. Like, well, why? That's the stupidest thing in the world. Why would you understand? Like, go attack tanks with fucking horses. The stupidest fucking thing in the world.
Do you know why there's no Polish ballerinas?
Huh.
Because they suction cup to the floor.
See?
See? Like that.
Polish jokes, bring them back.
It's okay. We're bringing it back.
One joke at a time.
You know what? You couldn't make Clerks 2 right now.
No, you couldn't. You,
You
could
couldn't make
not do
Clerks
it.
2, and that
could
wasn't
not.
that long ago.
No, it wasn't.
You know, like you couldn't make that joke. You couldn't make, like we talked about Blazing Saddles on the podcast.
Yeah.
I said not just Blazing Saddles. I'm saying
Anything by Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks could not be done today,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he's still a living legend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's flat out said he has scripts. He has. There are Mel Brooks originals.
I'm still waiting on History of the World Part 2.
It's never gonna happen, dude. That's why he called it Part 1.
Yeah.
It was just to fuck with guys like you that are like, give me Part 2, and you're like, it's not gonna happen. That was part of the joke.
I want to see, but he did like Hitler on Ice and shit. Like-
No, Mel Brooks has flat out said that there's like 3 scripts that are finished, ready to be shot, and there's not a director out there. Actually, what he said was, I don't trust any director to have the balls to make this film
Yeah.
yeah.
because he knows that it couldn't happen. And it's like the fact that 3 Mel Brooks films will never get made
I know who could
because
fucking
we
direct
might
this film.
offend 5%.
I know who should make his film.
Me.
Dave Chappelle.
Oh
There
my
you go.
God.
Oh,
If Chappelle made a Mel Brooks flick, what the fuck are they gonna say?
I want to see Robin Hood Men in Tights 2 with Dave Chappelle as Achu. Or
He already was a Chew.
or
Jesus Christ.
yeah,
That was his name in the movie. His name
Yeah.
was a Chew.
it was him and Blinken. Hey
Yeah.
Blinken, did you say Abe Lincoln? No,
Abe Lincoln.
I said hey Blinken.
Yeah. His name was a Chew. He was like, Gesundheit. He's like, no, that's my dad.
A black sheriff? Why not? It worked in Blazing Saddles. Only Mel Brooks could reference one of his own fucking films in his film.
Yeah.
And get away with it.
Yeah. Fucking legend, man. Legendary.
Legendary.
Bless you.
Rona.
Gesundheit.
That was debris. I saw debris. If you have corona, we all have it.
Seriously.
We're all smoking in an enclosed space. If I have Rona, everybody in this room has
That's
it.
true.
If you had
Alcohol
Rona, we all
kills it.
would have already had it.
It's
Yeah.
true.
I mean, you and I made out before the show.
Yeah.
Actually, there was that Polish doctor that said that the heavy intake of alcohol can kill coronavirus.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm fucking safe.
Yeah, it was a Polish
He's
doctor.
a doctor. It's true.
Polish doctor.
Yeah, but you know what you call it? You know what you call a doctor student with a 2.0?
Doctor.
Doctor.
So they call it a practice, not a
The nurse
profession.
over here is like, you're goddamn right. It's 2-0 and go, baby.
I had to
was
have
a-
a little higher, but you know,
I remember there was this joke.
Just taking care of them baby babies now.
There was a joke growing up that was
it's hard work.
it was like, what do you call a black guy with a double doctorate from Yale and a master's from Harvard?
Huh.
Professor, you
Yeah.
fucking racist.
What do you call a black guy? What do you call a black guy in space? An astronaut.
astronaut.
You racist fuck.
Yeah. What do you call
Or
a black
hard
guy
to
flying
see.
a plane?
A pilot.
Fuck.
He's so.
I was going to go with
bitch.
hard to see.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
Well, now that we're off the air, now that we're canceled, fuck.
I'm just saying, tell me the Space Force uniform shouldn't be fucking black.
I like what they did on Netflix with the fucking
With the moon.
With the moon craters. Y'all didn't even notice that shit till I pointed it
Like,
out.
I just watched the first 2 episodes.
Did you
this
see the
weekend.
fucking
I
moon
did.
crater
It's
uniforms?
fucking
Amazing, dude.
Oh
It's
my God.
hilarious.
But they should be black. They put them bitches in multicam.
They should be like
What the fuck? There's no plants in space.
they should do black multicam. That's what they should do.
I want whatever 4-star is in charge of the 3 people in the Space Force to listen to me. There's no plants in space.
Make them shits gunmetal gray, dude. Like the inside of the ship or some shit, man.
Like, what the fuck are you blending? What are you hiding from?
I love the fact they make a spaceship white. right? And I'm not saying it's not in a bad way. So they make a spaceship that's white. They launch this fucking thing into space. Half of it falls off, falls back down to Earth. When it gets down to Earth, you can't tell that it's white. It's like dirty as fucking gray. How? The exhaust
booster
comes out of the
rockets-
bottom.
No, the booster rockets, as they fall back in, it's burned because they don't heat shield them.
But
And the shuttle is actually white to allow light refraction off of it so it can be seen.
Yeah.
don't be smart about this. Come on.
You sounded confused.
When it comes back down, it's gray as fuck. Like, why don't you make it the same color so when it lands, it looks clean? It doesn't like, whoa, those guys had the ride of their fucking life.
Because
Like, oh,
the
look at that.
government-
They look classy as fuck.
The government solution was launch that bitch off, let it fall down to Earth, and then you've got the fucking alien Elon Musk that was like, I bet you I can land this bitch upside down.
I came,
Right.
I came back from combat, and my uniform had to be pressed, and I had to be clean shaven. They can bring a spaceship back from fucking outer space and have it look decent.
Backwards.
But they
Yeah.
can have it look decent when
Well,
it lands.
Elon can bring it backwards.
The shuttle looks decent. The booster rockets, not so much. The shuttle doesn't look
The
bad.
shuttle's fine. Because the shuttle just lands like a shuttle. It just lands like a plane.
By the way, it has no self-propulsion. When they land that bitch, it glides in.
Yeah.
Fuck
Fucking-
that.
That's why in order for you to fucking pilot the space shuttle, you gotta be a G
Yeah.
fucking up there in the sky, bro.
And they
Like,
were all like test pilots. They were like, this goes 7 times the speed of sound.
And it weighs 200,000 pounds.
And strap in, you're the first one to fly it. And they're all like, nope, let's do this.
God,
I'm
Yeah.
like,
just
The
space,
fuck- dude.
just space in the seat for my balls. I'm gonna need some extra room.
like they don't make fucking flight suits big enough to handle those guys' sacks, man. It's fucking crazy.
Because all the test pilot shit that they do before that, and they're like, hey, we would like to take this F-35, carry it up to sub-atmosphere, and then just see how fast you can come down in it. And it's like,
By the way, we're not giving you breaks.
yeah, no brakes. And when you get to about 800 feet, we'd like you to just pull real hard on the stick. And they're like, let's fucking do this.
Anybody know what's gonna happen? Nope. Okay, I'm in.
Sign me up. Let's go.
It's like
What do you
that dude
think's
that
gonna happen?
skydived from
You're
space. Do you
probably
remember that
gonna,
dude?
Oh my
the
God.
Red Bull guy
Yeah.
that rode a balloon.
No.
Rode a balloon
That is the
to
worst.
space.
That is the worst way to do it. Like, you put me up in a plane, I'm inside, I might have a little window to look at, whatever. I'm literally sitting there for hours
They put this dude-
contemplating every fucking bad decision I made in my life.
Dude.
They put this dude in a roller coaster seat attached to a balloon, and
Yeah,
they're like,
with
"You're
a
going,
door.
you're
He had a-
going to space." He got up there and he unclocked.
And they gave him a little door.
He let go of a seatbelt out of like a used Buick. It was like, it just fell the fuck from space.
Did you guys watch?
Shit
Did you
was
watch that
fucking
video,
insane.
the live feed?
Yeah, it was
And
like
he starts
a 20
fucking
minute
like out of
fucking-
control spinning, and I'm like, this dude is holy shit, his chute opened.
Did you see that one though that the dude did a 20 foot free
With
fall
no
into a
chute.
net?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
the fuck is wrong with you?
Dude, the fucking hams
A
on
lot
that
of things.
motherfucker, dude. Bring that back to fucking society, dude. Bring back the fucking ballsy shit.
You know what we need to bring back?
Huh.
Dead baby jokes.
Yeah.
I miss dead baby jokes.
Yeah, dead baby jokes were good.
They were awesome.
What's the
Yeah.
difference between a truck full of babies and a truck full of bowling balls?
Go on.
You can't unload a truck full of bowling balls with a pitchfork.
Yeah.
Oh my
Do you know what the best part about using a pitchfork? You find the live one every once in a while. You know, there's a dead baby on a
Yes.
trampoline. Take my boots off when I jump on a trampoline.
Yeah. You remember the grosser than gross jokes?
Do you know what's worse than 7 dead babies in a tree?
Huh.
1 dead baby in 7 trees.
Ooh.
shit.
That's like the
Both
grosser
the
than gross
baby
joke.
nurses right now are like, Jesus Christ.
Like, what's grosser than gross? Falling off a building.
Kissing your grandmother and she slips you the tongue.
What's grosser than that? When you land on a bike. What's grosser than that? When the bike has no seat on it. What's grosser than that? When you ride away laughing.
Yeah, bring back dead baby jokes.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
You
Just-
Like
sit-
you're
you know
just
what
in
we
the wrong
honestly-
area for it, I think.
You know, I think we
You're not around.
honestly just need to do is we need to recognize that jokes are jokes and stop taking shit so serious.
Yeah.
Like Robert Downey Jr. getting canceled for doing a joke. When I was it racist? Sure it was. It was racist as fuck.
you know the worst
Which,
part?
by the way,
they literally-
they were self-referential to it
in the movie.
fucking
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
But the worst and best part about that is 90% of the people that are upset about it right
Never
now
seen
I've
the
never
movie.
seen the movie.
no, laughed their fucking asses off at that movie.
Oh yeah.
The problem
It's
I have
guilt,
is that
dude.
social justice is now a fashion trend. I can be fashionably about this thing that upsets everybody. I don't actually give a fuck. But you know what? My friends will all fucking give me a like if I change my profile picture.
Yep.
It's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything. You're not changing anything. Nobody fucking cares. Like,
I think-
fucking sack up,
I'm
be
gonna,
about something.
switch my bring back. I'm gonna switch it from just Polish jokes to offensive jokes.
Yeah. People just need to realize what a joke
That's it.
is.
The aristocrats.
Yeah.
Or just like stop being so sensitive to everything.
I would love to hear the Freedom Friend version of the aristocrats.
What are those things that
We should write that.
What are those things that people have in their backyard that you jump on and it goes up and down?
Dead babies.
Close. It's like they got little metal springs and a big like
Trampoline?
yeah.
Oh, you won't say it to her. You won't say the
No, I
punchline?
won't.
You won't say the punchline to your sister. Huh?
Yeah,
I was
fuck no, I'm not answering this question for
I
you,
was
bud.
waiting
No, you
for
have
it. I was waiting for her to fucking answer it.
Wait.
It used to be called a jumpling until your mom got on it.
Oh, you can't say mom jokes to me. That's offensive. Hopefully, mom listens to this.
Fucking, I will.
She's gonna fucking hate you. Number one child. Yeah, okay. After she hears the trampoline joke.
You fucking asshole.
Who the fuck do you think you're on
Mikey's
this
just
show?
staring at me the whole time. Like, go on.
Oh, I knew where you were going.
Keep going.
I knew where you were going. I was like,
He looked at me and I was like,
Yeah, go ahead.
so proud of Scott over here because Scott jumped right on that grenade. He was like, trampoline.
trampoline. The look on his face when she answered it, it was like, fuck. That was amazing. That was amazing.
Oh my god. All right, so moral of the story. Fucking get a sense of humor. God
No shit,
damn
dude.
it.
Grow
God.
some thick fucking skin and laugh.
Stop being so fucking sensitive.
Yeah, it's too fashionable to be angry. But you know what isn't angry? 3 little words of advice
That's right.
that we'd like to give you here on the Freedom Friends.
You know what, Andrea? Why don't you give it to us?
Just any words of
No,
advice?
the Freedom Friends.
Well, you
Words
already
of
fucked this.
advice.
She didn't listen to this fucking show. She's not going to do that.
Yes, I do.
All right, well, fucking,
How do we
here
end
we
it?
go.
How do we end it?
You say, tell us about your friends, tell your friends, tell your mom's friends, tell your mom,
Yeah.
Close enough.
drink on.
Well, hold on. First off,
Okay.
here, I'm gonna help you out.
Okay.
All right, here.
It's
I'd like to raise my glass. Repeat after me.
I'd like to raise my glass.
And thank you all for being my Freedom Friends.
And thank you all for being my freedom friends.
There you go.
There we go.
Here you go.
there. It
So
is.
now, tell your mom,
Tell your mom,
tell your friends
tell your friends, tell your mom's friends
that we all encourage you
that we all encourage you
to smoke on.
to smoke on, drink on, and freedom the fuck on.
That's right.
We'll see you guys next time.
Later.